Hey guys, it's Brandon's Bullish, and I'm back with another video. It's May 20th, and we're looking at SPY pre-market. It's 9:02 currently. I'm looking at a regular trading hours currently. SPY is at 593.78. So what has happened? Yeah, so yesterday SPY seemed to go up a lot, and this is straight after a gap down from Moody's rating or whatnot when he rated the market like a tier below, and basically just filled the gap and then went to 595, one of the supplies I had, and couldn't really bounce past that. So right now we are at pre-market. SPY seems to be at 593, so we're looking at a gap down on market open. And so, one thing I always keep into consideration when there's going to be a gap down is for the gap to fill. This is something I learned from watching a YouTuber called Trade Brigade. In fact, actually, I'll talk about that. A couple of the YouTubers I watched to help me, or who helped me, learn and stuff like that. I'll talk about that a little bit towards the end. But yeah, so I'll look for a gap. I'll look for the gap to fill, which would be at 595.36. So that would be my first point of interest today. If SPY were to continue, I look you already have. I can just move my supply there. Yeah, so we'll move that to 595.26. That's my first point of interest. We have our next supply at 598, so that's a 3-point move in between there. We have a demand here at 592. We have a Fibonacci demand here at 590, and then we have another demand at 588.85. Right now, I'm more bullish because we had a big downtrend, and now it completely eradicated. The buyers stepped in, sellers were not able to step in after that downtrend, and that's why I'm more bullish leaning into today, even though there is a gap down. But yeah, so I expect the gap to fill and probably to continue onward. What are my next points? Wow, these are far. Maybe I have to recheck these. But so the next supply would be at 614. I don't know how I feel about that. It seems like a barbaric amount of space. A disgusting amount of space. Let's look at it the 4 hour. I also know that I need to just switch time frames more just to look at everything. Yeah, but yeah, fuck no. I mean, nah. Just nah, I can't. There's too much space there. But yeah, so if it breaks past 597, my next supply would be $5 up at 602.06. I feel like today, I don't know. I feel like if it does break past this, it will start to go crazy, honestly. But yep, that's what we're looking for at SPY. Jeez, that is so crazy. How far are we from all-time highs as well? It's 614. That's disgusting. How are we already back here? Yeah, that's crazy. But wow. Let's go to NVDA. This shit looks like wow, slop on the day. But let's go to 15-minute. Hopefully it looks better. Wow, it doesn't. Yep. So what? Your video kind of fell a little bit. A small gap. I don't think this one really applies, but I do think it's gonna be bearish, so I do think that will fill. But yeah, so Nvidia fell pretty much to its demand at 135.50. Uh, I do see it being more bearish today, but right now it is on a demand, so it could potentially fall. If it does fall, we would be looking at 133.60. This is a demand I have with a Fibonacci. I marked out with a Fibonacci. The next real demand that I have is 131.90. Um, I'm more bearish, so I don't think it will fall or not past 133.60 really. I see it going up and touching 136.22 or 20. Yeah. The next supply I would have after that is 138.10. And then the next supply I would have after that is 144.50 after that. But I don't think that will be touched today. Apple, same thing, kind of fell pre-market. It's on its supply, it seems to be bouncing. So right now it's touching its VWAP. Let's see if I have this. No, I don't. Um, yeah. But right now, if it does fall down, I'm looking at 205. Next, I have 203, and then 202. I doubt it will come this far down, but again, more bears today. So I'm thinking it will touch 209, and then we'll probably head to 210, 211 today. Maybe 213 if we have a very good day, a very bullish day. And yeah, that's what I have for Apple. It is on a I guess I have just a supply zone or a range right here. So um oh yeah, but because of this, I think once it breaks into this 209 zone, it probably will fly to 211 for Apple. Probably will fly to 211. But yeah, let's get a quote of the day again. I forgot to do it the last time. But quote of the day, there's no influence like the influence of habit. That's I like that because I don't know. I don't know to you. For me, I feel like the biggest changes I made in my life were tweaking the small habits I had, tweaking the small things I did, and that's what it's made me a lot more productive. It's made me a lot more happy. It's made me a lot more clear minded. But yeah, change your habits. Look into your habits and stuff like that. Look into what you feel like you could do to make yourself more productive, make yourself just a better person. But that is all I have for today, so I hope you guys have a good one.